Assalamualaikum. My name is SAADAH binti ASHAARI. My MATRIC number is 1002. Okay, today I want to present my problem-based task. Okay, for the part 1, we need to prepare the virtual environment. The first step is launch the Oracle VirtualBox. Next, in the CyberOps workstation, setting the network to the internal network. We need to select the machine, then go to the setting. Next, go to the network, and at the attached to, we select the internal network, and for the name, select inside and then click OK. Then start the CyberOps workstation, Kali Linux, Metasploit portable, and security on your machine. Okay. Next, in the CyberOps workstation, at the terminal, configure the network by execute the configure as static.sh before change the NIC configuration. Next, use the ifconfig to know the latest IP address. Then next, to configure the IP address to 209.165.200 and .232, we are using the command sudo ifconfig and post IP address netmask, and the netmask number is 255.255.255.0, and at the gateway 209.165.200.226 by using the command sudo root at default gateway 209.165.200.226 and post 3. Then to show the routing table, run the command root tag n. Okay, for the part 2, reconnaissance, we need to launch the Metasploit machine and configure the IP address to 209.165.200.234, and at the gateway 209.165.200.226. But before configure the IP address and gateway, use the ifconfig to check the latest IP address. Okay, for the configure the IP address, I was using the command sudo ifconfig eth#0 and the IP address. Then using the ifconfig command to check again the IP address. Then for the add gateway, I was using the command sudo root at default gateway 209.165.200.226, and using the same command with the CyberOps, which is root tag n, and it will display the default the gateway IP. Next, we need to launch the Kali Linux and open the terminal. Then configure the network IP address to 209.165.200.234, and the command that I use is sudo ifconfig eth#0 IP address, then and the netmask 255.255.255.0, and check again the IP by using the ifconfig command. And for the add gateway, using the same command, which is sudo root at default gateway and the IP and eth#0. To check again the gateway, was using the same command, which is root n. It will display the gateway. Next, for the part exploitation, firstly using the /etc/shadow file to gain access to the other host in the network. It will display the other host in the network. Next, in the terminal on Kali, start the Metasploit framework by enter the MSF console. It will take some time to run into the Metasploit framework. Okay, after that, in the Metasploit framework, enter the search vsftpd to search the module to associate the vsftpd version 2.34 backdoor by using the module to make the exploitation. Next, Next, after the exploit has found, enter the command that I use is use exploit /unix /ftp /vsftpd 234 backdoor to use the backdoor exploit. Next, in the exploit prompt, we need to set the target, which is the target is Metasploit machine. So to set the target, we need to use the command set rhost 209.165.200.234, which is the Metasploit machine IP address. Next, enter the show option command to verify the exploit setup. Next, enter the exploit command to execute the exploit to exploit the target. After exploit, it will access the Metasploit machine from Kali. Enter the who am I to verify that have been accessed the Metasploit machine root. That we can see, the current username is root with using the who am I command. Next, we can know the hostname is Metasploit by using the hostname command. Next is using the command ifconfig to check the Metasploit IP address is same or not. Then by using the command cat /etc/shadow and after enter it will display the content in the etc shadow file that store the password information in an encrypted format along with the optional editing information. Next, we have to highlight and copy the content in the etc shadow file and paste it into the sudo nano root shadow.txt in the new terminal. This we can run, and it for the first time the nano text editor it was empty. Then we copy and paste the information. Okay, next, after copy and save it, we have to return to the Metasploit framework terminal. I was add the new user to the Metasploit machine and the password same as root. I was using the echo command to append a new line to add a new user to the etc shadow file. Okay, after I add the user, it will appear the username. Next, to add the user with the same user ID, user description, user home directory, and login shell as the root to the etc password file. I was using echo command to append to the setting for etc password file, which is the command is my root. Then it have a root and bin bash. Then after add the user, enter the exit and type a quit to exit from the Metasploit framework console. Okay, for the last part is part 4, infiltration. I was using the command join to create the password. After enter the command, it will appear the username that have been said that have one password has created. Then to find the target host by establish an SSH session to the Metasploit machine. Then enter yes to accept the RSA digital signature if the connecting for the first time. Okay, after connect to the target host, enter the su tag l root to verify the root access to Metasploit. And we can see the prompt will change from MSF admin Metasploit to the root Metasploitable. Okay, then using the cat etc shadow to display the content of file. It will display all the information in the etc shadow file. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.